Hey, what's up, everybody? Call from Talking Ball, and you are tuned into the very first edition of Crap of the Day. Here on Crap of the Day, we take our time. We take time to go through the day's rumors, to kind of look at the rumor mill, see what they've churned up for us, and see what we can do with that. See if we can churn that milk into cheese, so to speak. Um, let's just dive right into it. I'm pretty sure that if you guys have been following anything, you've probably seen the Sanchez to Galatasaray rumors. Looks like Sanchez is going to Turkey, and boy, am I out here for it. But not just that. It seems, and I'm looking here over to my right on my other screen. It seems that Tanji and Ndombele is going to be part of that deal. It says that Galatasaray are currently in a race against the clock to get them signed before the deadline to get your Champions League squad registered. Um, it's amazing. So it looks like with Tanji, there's going to be a loan fee and then an option to buy, whereas Sanchez, it's just a complete straight sale for about 15 mil. And when you think about the price we paid for him, you think about the fact that he was our record signing for a long time. It does hurt. It does sting. And I'm sure it stings a lot more to Mr. Daniel than it does to me. But glad to just have him out of here. Anybody who's not fully on board, anybody who's not, chuck him out, get him out of here. I'll also have everybody to know I was scrambling before the stream started, trying to find a hat, a cap. And I had the thought, everyone knows you're bald, dude. Just wear it. Just don't wear it. I mean, and I found one, as you can see. Not my favorite cap, but it'll do. And real quick, I'm going to throw into the comments here in the chat the link to join if anybody would like to join. I know I'm on at the same time as the lovely, I think Tottenham on tour are on right now. So yeah, I'm going to guess most people are over there. But if you are here, thank you, big thank you. Love you. You're a good person. Yeah, and if you're here, yeah, just join in. You're more than welcome to join in. I've got a diet Dr. Pepper here, and things are going to get wild. So, speaking of Tottenham and of deals, I don't know. I'd like to know. I know there's literally nobody watching, but are you happy with just? And this is a question I'll pose to those watching this back later. Really, anybody. Are you happy with this loan deal for Tanji? Do you think that we could have gotten a fee for him had we sold? I know obviously he has to agree to the transfer, and as far as I can tell, that hasn't been an easy thing to get him to do. I don't know. I'm pleased as punch. He'll be going with Big Dad, one of his buddies, so he won't be all alone in a new place. So good for him. Because I mean, at the end of the day, I know he didn't work out, but we all wanted him here. We got him, and we need to still kind of show him, I think, some modicum of support. So good luck to him in Turkey if he does indeed go. We'll see. We've seen these deals fall apart at the last minute many a time. So we'll see if that does happen. But yeah, good luck, Tanji. And I think Sanchez is going to kill it out there. It seems, not to talk down in other leagues, but I think his pace and strength are going to kind of gloss over maybe his shoddy at times decision making. And I think that he'll really tear it up in that league. So Davison, good luck. Tanji, good luck. If this truly is goodbye, it's been a long time with both of you guys here in the squad. It'll be strange without you, but again, good luck, guys. I'm sure you'll do great. So yeah, kind of back onto the Spurs front, bringing it back here for a minute. Kind of wanted to just talk a little bit more about the match. And how could anybody forget Saturday? It was just wonderful to see Sonny where he belongs. I've said since before the season began, if Kaner was to go, I don't think we're going to get anybody else. I think we're going to see Sonny in that central spot. And boy, did he look happy there on Saturday. Continue to play there, but with the addition of Brennan Johnson, with Solomon looking great over the weekend. I think it's an indication that we might see a lot more Sonny in the middle and Richie on the bench. And I have no problem with that at all. I kind of think that's the way to go. But definitely willing to hear other opinions on that. And if anyone has anything to say, hit the chat. Feel free to jump in the back. We are open to anyone here. But I just can't believe how much more effective Sonny was in the middle than on the left. I guess it makes some sense. Generally fullbacks are a little more agile, a little pacier than a center back. I think he let Son split those center backs and cause havoc, and we've seen what he did. Hey, Scott M. I was actually just thinking about you, buddy. Yeah, thank you. I wish you could be more excited about the team too, but that'll come in time, I think. And yeah, thanks. This isn't going to be a very long show. I picked a time when a lot of other people are going as well. So there won't be a whole lot of crowd engagement here, but still, thank you very much for taking time to come over and say, hey, I'm glad to have you, man, for the first edition of Crap of the Day, my new daily show. As usual, I didn't plan a thing. To be honest, I'm going through the Reddit front page right now, looking at rumors, looking at announcements, and then kind of passing them along to you. You could call me like a budget Chris Cowan, I guess, but not as handsome, but I do what I can. So we know too that it's time for the international break, and I don't think it could have come at a worse time. Sometimes international breaks are great. They'll save you from they'll kind of break up a period of bad play. They'll kind of by the way, big up Scott, big love, man. But an international break can come and break up a period of bad play. It can save you, I guess, from that in a way. We on the other hand, we're playing great, and everything has been going super, super wonderfully. And then international break comes. So, the one thing you always worry about an injury, especially it seems like our South American boys get injured a lot. I'm not sure. Embarrassingly haven't looked. I can go check right now who they're playing, in one of these friendlies. But as long as no one comes back with an injury, I'm a happy guy. I did see that it looks like Destiny Udoji was not called up. I mean, he was originally called up to the Italy U21 squad, but he's got a fever, and they decided to leave him here. That it was better to have him here than to have him there, especially with all the COVID going back around and all that stuff. Fingers crossed that he does not have that. But we shall see. This 2-week rest should be plenty of time, even if he does, to get him back up to speed. But you guys have seen, and I've seen, how important he is to the squad. I mean, we look like a totally different team with and without Destiny in it. Bombing up that flank. Love to see it. We've been crying out for a player like him, I think, and at only 20 years old. What a signing. Super excited to see what he can continue to do. I keep harping on and on about this, but at the very end of our match on Saturday, he literally made a gut-busting sprint up that left side like it was nothing. Like he wasn't tired, like he hadn't just run for 90 minutes. It was a beautiful thing to see. And I think that's youth, on his side a bit. But I also just think that is a testament to his mental fortitude and the way this guy plays the game and how important he knows 3 points are to us at all times. 3 points were wrapped up at that point, let me add, but still, just great. I think it's a really good mark on his report card, I guess you could say, of his time at Spurs. So Destiny, Big up. Glad you're here, and can't wait to see what else you can offer, bud. So time to kind of real quick. I wanted to just ask a question of everybody here, and I know there's nobody here, but just a real quick question. Do you think that it's time to completely cut ties with Ndombele? I mean, he's had like 5 different managers. If Galatasaray are willing to take him, do we let him go? How much of his wages would you be okay with us continuing to pay? I mean, those are all important questions. I don't think Galatasaray's got 200+ K a week to just hand out to this guy, but I don't know their finances, so maybe I'm wrong. But I do think that we'll end up subsidizing his wages to a degree, sort of like whenever we got Adebayor and City continued to pay, his wages for the most part while he was here, which stinks. But just to have him out of there, I think, we've needed this rebuild for a while. We've needed young, hungry players. He's hungry. He's hungry for sure, but he's not as young as he used to be, and not maybe hungry in the right way. So, Tanji, it's been real. I keep saying this, man. Good luck. Good luck. I know you're not watching the show, but it's been real. Oh hey, Kate's here. What's up, Kate? Kate, just a girl who loves Spurs. Big love. Thanks for showing up. Yeah, I made the mistake, Kate, of going on while there's like 4 other shows. So my comment pool is a little limited here, but that's fine. That's all good. And I'm glad that everybody is, finding something they love to watch. I just wanted to come in and kind of intro Crap of the Day, my new daily show. It'll usually be on about an hour earlier than this, shooting for like 3 p.m. GMT. Some things today I had to push it back a bit. I also am trying so hard not to go while anybody else goes, just because I don't want to split viewership, step on toes, anything like that. So thank you though for being here. If you are here for, like I said, the inaugural, the very first edition of Crap of the Day. And Kate, you're a lovely person. Just shared the link, call. I appreciate you so much. You don't even know. Also, I've included the link. I know everybody's tired, especially probably you, Kate. You've been streaming a lot today, but hey, there's the link. If you want to come on, it's open. Anybody can come in as long as you're not a huge jerk. You are totally welcome to come join. And oh my God, we've got one of my favorite people in the whole world. I almost said my favorite, but I can't play favorites like that. But he's my favorite. We've got Jacob from United Spurs of America in the house with the biggest of ups. Big up back at you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Hope everything's good where you are. Hope you're keeping Texas in line, bud. Over here in the Midwest, though, everything's good, man. I'm holding it down. Just kind of getting pumped because it's looking like we got Ndombele. That was bad, but I'm gonna make it a banner. We've been waiting for this day for a long time, boys and girls, and it looks like he's finally out of our club. I think that we all remember and can pinpoint back to a specific moment. I don't even need to say it. When his career was over with Spurs, and he has just been hanging on for too long. So I'm happy to get rid of him. Real quick, I'd just like to ask, since there's 2 people in the chat, are you okay with us subsidizing his wages? So if he goes to Gala and they say, hey, we'll take him, but you guys have got to continue to pay 75% of his wages. Are you okay with that? Do you think that's like the best deal we're going to find? Are we going to find a team who will pay 100% of his exorbitant wage? I don't really think so. So I'm cool with us subsidizing, to a degree. But again, I'd just like to know your thoughts. I guess mainly Jacob, and then anyone who watches this back, please chuck a chat, chuck a comment in there and let me know. Are you happy with us subsidizing the wages for one Mr. Tanji Ndombele? because I sure am. And like I said, deuces, bud. So, and I see here too, Fabrizio Romano says that Gio is expected to stay at Spurs. Not surprised there, just considering he's like our only Madison backup, because he's surely a budget version of Madison, to say the least. But he'll stay, and that's good. I mean, we need a creative player in that midfield in case one of ours goes down. So I think that's good. I'm glad he's staying. I'm not sure he's glad he's staying, and that's what worries me. We need a squad full of hungry players that want to be at Spurs, and I think Gio would rather be in Spain. But again, that's just me, and I could very, very easily be wrong. Been wrong a lot in my life, and might even be wrong today. But a quick question to pose. I see I got a couple more people in the chat now. If it came down to it and we do see Madison go down, would you rather have Kulu or Gio playing in the middle? And that's just, I know that we haven't seen it for Spurs, but I do think that Kulu could play in that central kind of number 10 position. I think he could do a great job. So I'm just kind of curious as to what all you guys think. Do you think that he could handle it there in the big old Premier League? And this is just me seeing the way that he has linked up with Madison, their little 1-2s, the real tidy passing. I think he could do it, man. I think he could be the main creative force in the team. You line him up in front of Basuma and Sarr, feed him the ball. I think it'd look good. I think we have a lot of fluid movement in the team that we are not used to seeing. Players linking up, popping up in different places on the pitch, being trusted by Ange to pop up in different places on the pitch. So yeah, I think Kulu could do a good job, and I'm still not sold. Years and years later, I'm not sold on Gio, and so yeah. Hey, big up Ellie. We got Ellie here. Oh my gosh, the Queen Ellie herself. Big up. Good to have you here. Good to have you. Good to see you. Hey, link is in the chat. I'll post it again just in case anybody wants to pop on and say hello. But yes, big up to you, Ellie. Good to see you. Good to see you. And Jim, just a guy who loves Spurs. The other half of Jim and Kate says Kulu much more than Lo Celso. Thank you. I'm so glad there's somebody else on my side. I know that we haven't seen Kulu in the 10 for us, but I still think he could do a great job. And oh my God, I'm just going to do it. Kate, what's up? How are you?
Oh, I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Good. I'm surprised you have the energy to come on. You've been all over the place.
I know I have. I'm slutting myself about, as they call it, trying to get my name out there.
Same. Me too. I'm gonna be on my buddy Chris's show in a little bit tonight. So yeah, I'm doing the same thing. Doing the same thing.
What channel is that?
Oh, I knew you were gonna ask me that. I'm a terrible person. I haven't been on it in forever. I'm literally pulling up WhatsApp right now. So that's embarrassing, Kate. Pretend like you didn't ask me that. I will answer that shortly. Yeah, but yeah. How are you? Real quick, you good?
Yep, all good here. Thank you. You?
Yeah, great. Actually,
good.
Had planned to go on a little earlier, and then some things happened. I don't know if you heard. I lost my cap. I didn't want everyone to know I was bald.
Oh.
So I had to cover up the baldness. Everybody knows, Kate. We all know. So it's okay. But found it. I'm here.
Good. Good.
Yeah. So I'm sure you've seen the news though. It looks like Ndombele is out the door.
Mm-hmm.
Are you as happy about that as I am?
I am. I just wish it was an obligation to buy rather than just an option to buy. That's the only thing, because you keep thinking, we're going to be in the same situation. Is no one's going to want to buy him and he'll be back next year. That's the only thing.
Absolutely.
Yay.
Absolutely. Yes, and we've got Ellie here.
message from Kate. Nice one, Kate. Well done.
It's all right. No
Kate,
worries. I've been
Kate,
sharing
you're
the
awesome.
link on Twitter and everything, trying to get people up and coming.
What a
Yeah.
kind,
I
what a
just
kind
posted it in
person.
WhatsApp, so hopefully people will join us.
You
Good.
guys are very kind. Very kind. Thank you so much.
We're all one big family, Cole.
Yes, we've got to
Yeah,
support each other.
absolutely.
Yeah.
As Jacob would do.
Yeah, the
Here's my
love,
heart.
the-
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. So Ellie, you've heard though. Looks like Ndombele is gone for the season.
Yeah.
Going with Davison to Galatasaray.
Oh no.
How do you feel about that?
I'm happy, obviously, because they're two players for different reasons. I want to be out of the club, right? For Davinson, he's always been quite a big liability to our defence, falling over a lot, and he's had some good games, but 90% rubbish, right? And you need it the other way round, don't you? You need 90% good, 10% maybe not so good, right? For defenders, it's a hard job. It's probably the hardest job on the pitch, right? But Ndombele, he hasn't got no excuse, right? He's got all the talent.
All eyes on you.
Yeah, he's got all the talent and he doesn't apply it, right? He gets on that pitch and he thinks he owns the pitch and he's like very lackadaisy. He's very disrespectful to our club as well, right? And I just want him out. I'm glad that he's gone now, right? But is it on a loan, I believe?
Loan with an option to buy, yeah.
Yeah, because they can't afford his wages. So I presume that we're picking up some of his wages still. So I can't see Galatasaray paying him 200 grand, 200 smackers. No way.
No, I'm not actually sure what the ratio of the wages.
I was going to say. So I was actually saying. I was going to say, would you guys be cool with us if we were able to get rid of him in the summer? If we had to subsidize his wages, sort of like how City did when they got rid of Adebayor to us. Would you be okay with us paying like 75% of his wage for the rest of his contract just to get him out of here? Would you guys be cool with that?
I would personally. Yeah,
because
I think I might have a bit of a delay. Can you guys
it's
hear me okay?
collateral damage, isn't it? Collateral damage, I see it as. You know, you just have to get him out, pay him.
You guys still there?
He's on a really good contract, isn't he? 200 grand. So he's a lucky boy, isn't he? Really, because he hasn't played much football for us, and he didn't hardly pay for Napoli either. I think he scored one worldie goal, and then he was rest of the time he was on the bench. So every manager can't be wrong, you know. He must. I'll tell you what, right? When I saw him get out of the car and he rolled into our training ground, it was so pathetic. It was like, oh, I don't want to be here. I'm just going to slouch up to the door.
Yeah.
With me designer gear, and I don't give two hoots, you know. And that's very sad for a professional footballer who, you know, you've got a God-given gift, because he has, and he just doesn't apply it.
Exactly.
Ridiculous.
His body language when he got off that car.
Yeah.
Sorry, Colin, I think you're lagging, so I'll shut up a minute.
Yeah, I'm going to put this up here.
Oh, no.
Well,
Let me do something real quick.
That's better.
That should help me for just a moment. Yeah, there we go. I'm gonna go just show off the old tattoo there for a second.
Very nice.
But yeah, Ndombele. I mean, we all thought that he was going to be the heir apparent to Moussa Dembele, and boy, howdy, were we wrong. He had the tools. He's got the tools. Whoever gets him is going to be, you know, is a lucky. I mean, if they can get a tune out of him, they'll be a lucky team. But what happened from the Ndombele that we saw at Lyon, who, you know, could play Man City off the park, what happened? Did he just lose interest? The money came too quick and he just didn't care? I mean, I know there were also attitude problems or you know, talk of attitude problems before he came here. but
Yeah.
maybe the big jump in wages and the London lifestyle just contributed to that. I'm not sure. It's like
I think he's just lazy. I think it's
Yeah.
as simple as that. I think he's just a lazy player. Someone's put all the gear and no idea, and I think that's exactly it. He's got the talent, he's just lazy and doesn't apply himself. So the quicker he gets out of our club, the better.
Yeah.
And so, Kate, I asked this earlier and I was lagging out real bad. Would you be okay with Spurs paying paying like 75% of his wages if we could get him out completely?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, in an ideal world, we wouldn't be paying any of it, but I'd do anything to get him out of the club.
How much longer is he contracted?
Is it 2 years or is it a year?
I think he's got 2 years left.
Yeah.
If I'm right.
Yeah. So 2 years.
He's a very rich man doing very little work.
Yeah, lucky bastard,
Lucky
I'd say.
sod. Some people don't earn that in their lifetime. 200 grand.
Exactly.
Yeah? And all the endorsements he gets because he's a professional footballer. He gets loads of things thrown at him. So it's not just the 200 grand. He's earning on top of that.
Yeah.
And then money makes money. So there you go. He's going to retire. Will he care? I don't think so. No.
No, I don't think so either.
No.
I just don't think he's got it in him to have the passion, and I don't know why, but it's annoying because he has got natural ability there. We saw some absolute like gems of what he can do, but he's just lazy. That's the only thing I can think it is. He's just lazy because no one can get a tune out of him.
Yeah, they used to say that of Glenn Hoddle back in the day when he started 100%. His career.
And I mean, he's had
early.
multiple leagues to do it.
Yeah, and then like Glenn Hoddle was never lazy. He just looked like a lazy player on occasion. But the thing is, with years and experience and wanting to play for the club, because he was a big Spurs fan as well, and all his family are Spurs, he adapted his game and he was superb, right? Because he was never a fast runner. So he had that. He's a bit like Berbatov, with the really lovely touch, looked a bit lazy, but had all the credentials to change a game, right? So I loved Hoddle, and I don't think he was lazy. He was just a different type of player, right? He's never going to be like a Steve Perryman running around like a blue-ass fly. He's not that type of player, but what he can give you, whereas Ndombele, he's got it all, and he doesn't give it, and it's such a shame. It's a waste.
Yeah. It is.
It's like when you see that sexy man walking down the road and you're married.
I have that problem all the time. I have that problem all the time. I'm like, oh, he's so fine, and I'm like, oh crap, I'm married.
What?
Dang it.
You see this?
I can't go there.
You see this beautiful man, and you're like, oh my god, this Adonis, and then they come, their boyfriend comes out the shop, and you're like, what? No bloody way.
Dang it. Yeah, I can relate. I can relate to that all too well, yes.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
No, I do 100%. I liked Jim's comment here. Give him a baseball bat and he'll get a tune out of the lazy squat. Yeah. And I mean,
the husband.
You're on treading water, Katie.
Good stuff. And real quick, while I'm not lagging, I just wanted to say hey to some people. We got Chris Agambar in the house. Oh, I'm lagging again. We've got Chris. We got Chris Agambar. What is up?
He came with
Chris?
a whole pumpet of chicken one day.
And that's
You're
awesome.
still lagging a bit.
There's probably more to that story.
Yeah, basically,
I was going to say,
we had a party in the park, right? And Chris brought loads and loads of chicken. I've said this on many occasions, but it's such a good thing because he brought tons of chicken and the dogs were around us. We were feeding the dogs and there was still loads of chicken at the end. We couldn't get rid of it all. That chicken drumstick.
Chris the chicken man.
Yeah, and he cooked it really nice.
Now I'm hungry.
Yeah, I'm hungry, actually.
Yeah. I've had some baklava.
Oh, Ellie, that's
not very fair. I got my dates mixed up, right? So I was due to go to Ben's coffee house for Friday, and it was the funeral. Right, and I thought the funeral was Saturday. So I couldn't go. And I made the baklava and everything, but don't matter. You can't change it now.
No,
And
You can't unmake the baklava, so you just got to eat it. Yeah, exactly.
It's lovely. Yeah.
Yep.
Yum.
So, real quick, you guys, this is another thing. I noticed that Destiny Udoji was left behind. He didn't go with Italy on international break due to illness. Any reason? I mean, how's COVID over there in y'all's half or part of the world? I mean, it's come back here kind of bad.
Yeah.
Do we have any reason to worry?
It seems sad, but they don't report it so much, do they?
No. I had it a few weeks ago, so did Jim, so did our boy. Now my next door neighbour's got it, and I know a couple of other people that have all got it. Mia's just had it. It suddenly seems to be everywhere.
But is it like a less intense? Like you're not as, I mean, it's not like the COVID that like was like doing people in, right? Like seems to be.
I'd never had it before, but it kept me in bed for 6 days, so it was bad enough.
Good God.
Yeah,
well,
I've had it twice, but the second time was not like bad. It was so minor. But the first time I was in bed for 6-7 days as well. And then I gave it to my husband. And it was Christmas time.
So kind of you. So kind of
I
you.
know. But I told him, don't come into the room. He doesn't listen. He came into the room right up to my face with my food, which is very kind, right? But I knew he was going to catch it. He does he does a lot of silly things, my husband. I was on a stream last week and he turned the internet off. It's ridiculous.
That's awesome.
I'm digging him out.
You're gonna have to get him on a show. I mean, you might have. I've never met him, so I'll have to meet him sometime. That would be lovely.
He's all right. He knows his football.
QPR football, though.
He's QPR fan. Luckily, they won with us, so he was quite happy.
Happy household over at Queen Ellie's. Good deal.
Yeah,
but Jacob's saying it's a new variant of COVID. I'm just hoping. I guess basically what I'm getting at is I hope that Udogi's okay. I hope that he doesn't have COVID. I know that he's got 2 weeks to recover, but just fingers crossed that he's good and ready to come back, because as you guys know, the drop off between him and Ben Davis is kind of massive. So
it is.
Like I was talking about,
the biggest drop off would be like who do you think if we lose him would be the biggest drop off?
That might be it, honestly. I mean, after the weekend, Son to Richarlison is looking like a pretty big drop off, which is embarrassing, as Richarlison's supposed to be our main striker. But Kate, I'm kind of interested to see what you have to say there.
Mine would be Maddison. I think if we lose Maddison, because everything's so creative through him, and he's so quick, and I think if we lose him, we are a completely different animal.
Yeah, he does push us up the field. I've noticed one thing is that he'll pop up pretty much anywhere, very Kane-like. You'll see him pop up, midfield, even down by the defenders to collect the ball at times, and then he just pushes us straight up the pitch. Completely agree. And I don't think Lo Celso is the answer. I don't think that Lo Celso plays with the speed, you know what I mean, to do this. I don't think he sees the game or reads the game fast enough. Even it's not even his movement; it's just like his brain. I don't think the guy is used to playing at that tempo, and which makes sense. I mean, I was saying earlier he's longing to go back to Spain, but we all know while it's technically great football, it's a little bit slower paced. You've got more time to make your decisions. You've got more time on the ball, and here, not so much. I know I sound kind of crazy, but I think I would rather have Kulu slot into that creative midfield position, and we've never even seen him play it for Spurs. But I just think him and Matters have had some really good link-up play recently, for one.
Definitely.
Yeah, I don't know. I just trust Kulu more, and he's got some nice hold up play to his game. So I think that could work out well in the middle of the park. You know what I mean? He grabs the ball, holds on, and then maybe lay it off to somebody. He's not going to be playing those amazing through balls that Madison's playing. You're right,
I
Kate.
totally
I think
agree
you're
with
100% right.
you. I don't like Kulu as a winger, right? Because he hasn't got pace, right? And as a winger, that's one attribute you should have so that you can pass your player. He does everything right, but he just hasn't got that burst of speed to beat the play. And defenders are quick, fast now. They're athletic, right? So you have to be some sort of special player if you haven't got pace. And I think like you, Colin, he would be better adopted as like next to Madison, right? And then put Brennan Johnson on the wing, who has got pace and who can beat the player. And then Kulu can be like that inverted midfielder who picks up the ball on the edge of the box and pins across. Because one thing we know about Kulu, he can pin across. When he gets it right, he gets it right. And I just think he gets very tired and he gets laboured because, it's like he's wasted all his energy trying to recover the ball or trying to go to the byline, and he does a lot of backtracking as well to help the defence. And I think his talents are wasted on the wing. Yeah.
Yeah, I do kind of see what you mean. He definitely isn't the type to beat anybody with his pace, like at all.
No.
And I've been saying this since Kane was still here. The way that he moves his body reminds me of Kane. I don't know why. There's just a lot of like, he's good at shielding other players off of him. He's good, at shielding the ball. But he just doesn't have. I mean, I think I can run faster than that guy, and I got a bad knee. You know what I mean? He's just not. He's not a quick dude. And that first season he was here, he was able to do a good job, to do bits, because he was like unknown quantity. People weren't exactly sure how to defend him. But unless you're I can't ever pronounce this dude's first name, Iron Robin, whatever.
Yeah,
unless
Iron
you're
Robin,
unless you're him, you can't. He could do that. Go down the right side, cut in, shoot with his left. He could do it every time because nobody could stop him. But he had that extra bit of pace that Kulu does not have. So
true.
It'll be interesting to see.
Iron Robin is a bit like Perisic when he was younger, because Perisic on the other side is like Iron Robin. He's got pace, he could beat a player, whereas Kulu, he hasn't got that pace, so he is best suited to a different role. But whether they play him in that role, maybe they've got that in mind, because they might not play Richarlison and then play Brennan Johnson on that right wing, because he's got pace, but he's also can bring goals.
Yeah.
I think he scored 11 competitive goals, but 8 in the league. So that's not
correct.
A bad return for a winger. It's a pretty good return. If he could do the same for us or even more, because he's playing with better players. So we're going to put him through more. Because Madison's playing out of his skin, isn't he?
He's decent defensively, Johnson, as well. He can take on a man. He's really, really versatile. I like the look of him.
Yeah, you can track back, can't he, Kate?
Yeah.
Sorry, my phone keeps on falling off this plank.
I'm
not drunk. I don't drink anyway. I'm sort of teetotal. There you go.
Only on baklava.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm drunk on baklava.
Sugar drunk. Sugar drunk,
yeah.
I'll be the first to admit, though, I haven't seen enough of Brennan Johnson to have like a very informed opinion on the guy. I need to go back and watch like some entire matches like from last season, because I mean highlight videos made Ndombele look good, so we got to be careful with those. But you say that he is pretty good defensively.
Yeah, I mean, I will say I was really on the fence about Johnson, but because obviously I was on a couple of shows on deadline day and I spent the time watching back him at Nottingham Forest, and honestly, he looks good to me, and I can see exactly why Ange has picked him out. He's so quick. He does well when he's got the ball as well. He's really quick with the ball, and like I say, he's not scared to take on a man, but he's got a good shot on him. He can use both feet as well. So I think it's an exciting prospect. I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, like you were saying, if he's Ange's number one choice, then we've all got to step back and say, all right, Ange must know what he's doing. He's had success everywhere he's went.
Yeah.
And also,
too,
he can work on his
aside,
passing as well. He can work on his passing game because his passing is 60-70% accuracy, where he needs to go into the high 80 percentile to be up with the other players so that he's on the same level. So they will be working on that part of his game because when you're a winger, you've got to be good at passing.
And I think Kate was saying too, though, he'll be around a better crowd. You know what I mean? He'll have a better supporting cast. And so I think those numbers will all go up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't trust stats anyway. The eye test is the best way to tell. And I'm telling you, if you go back and look at some of Johnson's appearances for Nottingham Forest, you'll be impressed.
Yeah, and he scores really good goals.
Yeah, he does.
Very clever goals. The positions he takes up to score the goals is very clever.
Yeah. Oh, look, Eltel's in the house.
Yes, come on, Eltel. Eltel Cockerell.
Hey, nice to have you. Nice to have you. And hey, the link is
there's two of us, Kate.
if you want to come join, my friend.
Come and join, yes.
Yeah, come and join. But so real quick, I wanted to say I still think that there's a lot of fans, not a lot now, but still some fans showing some disrespect to Postecoglou and saying that like the team doesn't have any ambition because we've appointed him instead of that we're okay with mid-table, that Ange isn't a good coach, and that bothers me. I see with my eyes a man that has taken a unique path, which I can appreciate a lot. Actually, I like people that don't do things the conventional way, and so I don't know. The disrespect that he gets bothers me, but we'll have to wait. We'll give him a season, and hopefully we can shut all the doubters up. But it is a pain. It is a pain having to see.
No, I was going to say these are the fans that wanted Conte because he's a proven winner. So we tried it.
Ange is a winner everywhere he's been. He even won the Asian Cup for the Australian team. Right, nobody else had done it. And everywhere he's gone, he's got a Midas touch wherever he goes. Yeah, and look where we are, second in the league.
Mm-hmm.
Second highest goals scored. I think we've got the least amount of goals conceded with two other teams. So it's not a bad record after 4. Let's see what it is after 20, and then we can reassess it. But I think we're going to go on a trajectory. I don't think we're going down. I think we're going up. There's only one more place we need to go to first. We've already done it, haven't we? Hey, come on,
Jose.
Look who I just threw in without even any kind of a warning. It looks like he's at White Hart Lane.
Yeah.
Oh, I think you might be muted, buddy.
No, I'm not. I'm just putting my hands up. I'm listening to the ladies.
Oh.
Good afternoon,
good to see you.
Cole.
Hey, very, very good to see you.
Good afternoon, Eltel.
I'm doing good. I'm doing real good.
Ladies, I've been following you all day. We can see my work. You've been on every stream. I've just been following you all day.
Yeah, we're YouTube whores, aren't we?
We are, yeah.
Yeah.
We don't care.
Yeah, we love talking Tottenham.
Yeah.
Who doesn't? And I was telling a friend, while the results are good and while the football is good, this is a much better place to be, a much more fun thing to do. Last season, it was all doom and gloom all the time. And, everybody bitching about the same stuff. And it's really nice to have some positivity around,
Yeah.
Ooh.
Eltel's eating his dinner.
Jose, what are you eating?
What are you eating?
We're all hungry.
No, I've cooked rump steak and sauteed potatoes for everyone. But I've got to eat mine because I'm kicking off at 6 o'clock. So I've got to go and eat mine because I'm going to go and play football.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice, man.
And you're going to win by at least 7 goals, Eltel.
At least by
Every time you meet me, you score 7 goals.
Well, I don't score 7. I assist and I score. Most I've scored in the last 2 months is a hat trick in the game. But
There
I
you
get
go.
assists every game.
Well done. What position do you play?
Anywhere you
That's
want
awesome.
me to play.
What position? That's exactly what I was going to say. Yes.
I can play 2-footed, left and right foot, so it don't really matter. I play anywhere.
Come on,
Wherever
you
I
can
see
take
them need.
Coolidge place.
If I think we need they've got a good attacking team, I'll play sweeper or libero. I'll play at the back. If I think that there's a hole missing in the middle of the park, I'll go and sit in the hole. And if I think we're all right front and back, then I'll just go up front.
Nice one.
Sweeper though. That's a blast of the past. That's a position I used to play back in my playing days. You don't hear much of that anymore. Yeah.
Sweeper or libero, Cole.
Oh, there's another word. There's another word for it.
Yeah, libero. Back in the day, the glossy word was libero.
Gotcha. Yeah. See, I'm from the old Midwestern United States, and classy just isn't a thing we have here very much. But sweeper, yeah, that was a fun position, man. I used to live for a slide tackle. God, I don't want to slide tackle somebody right now just thinking about it.
I play on 4G AstroTurf, and there's no slide tackling. Otherwise, you burn your legs up.
I do the same. I mean, I've played we call it like indoor. We have indoor soccer around here, and there's real big no slide tackle rules. But I get in trouble once or twice a match because something just snaps, and I'm like, I could get that. I can get that ball. I just gotta slide a little bit.
We had two great sweepers at our club. Danny Blanchflower, brilliant, fantastic, and Steve Perriman when he got older. Because he used to play right back or full back, they used to call it. Then they pushed him into midfield a little bit when he was older. But as he got older, he played that sweeper role, and he was fabulous. Brilliant, Steve. I love Steve.
Seems like a cool guy. He
is.
Do you like know him, right?
I've met
like
him
on, like
quite
like
a few occasions, but I don't know him. But I've met him a lot because I go to his talks because his talks are absolutely brilliant.
Yeah,
Ellie, you know everyone.
Well, I know a lot of the Spurs players from back in the day.
That's true.
Because I used to be a Spurs lady, but I like the current. If I met anyone in the current team, I would love to meet Basuma because he's full of beans. You see him after the match.
Yeah,
he's like party time, isn't it?
Yeah, he's great.
I love him, and Madders as well because I admire players like James Maddison. Not just for his technical ability. I like players with vision. Yeah, even though people think I love Højbjerg, I don't. I like him as a player. He does a job. But if I was choosing players, I would choose like Janolas, the Berbatovs, the Ericssons. In defence, Jan Vertonghen, Toby Alderweireld, Ledley King, Glenn Hoddle. You can't beat those players, you know.
Okay, everybody. So it's looking like I'm going to need to do some changing with my internet and stuff. So I think we're going to call it a day on the first crap of the day. It's been good. It's been a good run. We did good first trial run. Great show. Tomorrow, we're shooting for 3 p.m. UK time. So tomorrow we will be back. But today I'm just feeling like Shawnee. My internet can't handle it. I'm going to have to make some adjustments, maybe bust out the other computer. But with that said, thank you, everybody, for tuning in. I'm going to bring everybody back in for a second to say goodbye. Hopefully they can stay for long enough to not lag out. But we've got Kate back. We've got Ellie back. We've got Jose back. And I just wanted to give everyone a chance to kind of go around and say where you can be found. And we start with Kate. Where can people find you if you're not here saving my life?
This is how we love Spurs. Usually it's every day 1 till 2. I do my Wednesday show with Ellie at 1 every single Wednesday, and we've just landed ourselves a 10 till 12 on the Savas Football Heritage TV show.
That's quite the accomplishment.
It
is. I'm still buzzing. I can't believe it.
Yeah, because he liked us so much. He said, right, That's your slot, ladies.
Mm.
So we're living it large on Savage Show as well. But
Boom.
Colin, we love you as well. We will support you. We will grow you. I will advertise you everywhere. No problem.
Thank
You'll
you.
have to come on
Yeah.
one
I
of
was
our
gonna say-
Wednesday shows.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would
Oh my
love
God,
that. I
that'd
would
be so
absolutely
cool.
love that. I don't work
Yeah.
until like 6:30 p.m. You guys' time. So I'm pretty free most, earlier in the day and everything. So yeah, like I said, I'm gonna try to do my show at 3. If I can make sure, like I said, it's just really hard to not go at the same time that somebody else is going.
Yep.
So I might have to say it is what it is. That's why I pushed it back a little bit today. I think Tottenham on tour are going, and
Yeah, they are.
didn't want to. Yeah, they're great guys. Didn't want to take anything away from them. But yeah, so I'm gonna go tune into that and then get the issues with my internet sorted out.
Yeah.
Thank you, ladies, so much for. I
It's
was
okay.
floundering at the beginning, so thank you very much for saving my little floundering fish self. But yeah, come on, you Spurs. I'll be back tomorrow, and I hope to see all of you guys there. Peace out, and